The Disney 100 camera is an iconic piece from Lego, and regular viewers of the channel will have no doubtly noticed, having watched the Lego room update videos, that my wife is currently bedbound, and during this time she has been building a number of Legos for me and for the channel. But this one is hers. It's one that she'd had been after for a little while and one she got last Christmas, and I'm going to take you through some of the build process as well as some of the little details that you will find on the 100 camera. So let's get into it. Now, obviously, I didn't build the camera myself, but I was informed that the first bag or two was full of Technic pieces, making the build quite complicated for somebody who isn't a regular builder of Lego. There are a number of little extras that you get with this particular set, including this clapper board, which I think is a really nice touch. It can be displayed in a number of ways. This seems to be the easiest way to display it, as it's face down and all the weight goes through it. But if you do tilt it on its side, you can see there are a number of glass artworks designed to represent film screens as you go through, and there's 3 different ones on there, and you can see all 3 of them in one shot there. Onto the figures now, and the figures are a real draw of this particular set, starting with, of course, the man himself, Walt Disney. And with Walt you get a little pen piece as well as a tiled piece, which appears to be one of the original drawings of Mickey Mouse. I think this is a really nice touch. With him, of course, you do also get Mickey and Minnie, and Minnie's got that new skirt print as well with polka dots. I think these both look fantastic. Really kind of basic figures, but they do both look great. You also get a Dumbo and a Bambi with this one as well, which are really nice add-ins. So I guess you would call that 5 figures. The camera also has a number of different playability features, including this designed to represent the turn feature on the old-fashioned camera. This is my particularly favourite part. This is a film strip, and on every single piece of this strip there is a sort of iconic picture of a Disney scene, and as you can pause the video as you go through, and you should be able to pick out 1 or 2 scenes that you remember from different Disney films. You can see Pinocchio at the very bottom there with Snow White, as well as Steamboat Disney Mickey Mouse. This is a really lovely printed piece, and quite frankly is the sort of standard that you would sort of expect to see on an 18+ set, and certainly an 18+ set that is the kind of set that is not going to be on shelves forever and is something to mark the 100 years of Disney. It's a very high standard, and I do really appreciate it. You can also see the 100 on the side of the camera is illustrated really well. It's made up of obviously the 2 film strips, but it does symbolize the 100, as you can probably see for yourself. The inside of the camera looks great as well, which brings me on nicely to the actual inside of the camera as well, which you can open up on the side here, and it provides a little seating area with a little desk and table. This is actually somewhere where you can put Walt himself along with his sketch of Mickey, and you can tuck him away in there for safekeeping if you want to. I'll be keeping him on the clapper board, or rather my wife will be keeping him on the clapper board. It's something that we really liked. Now, it goes without saying that this camera is not going in the Lego room. It's not mine, it's my wife's, and I'm sure she will have it on display in our home with appropriate decor really nicely. I absolutely cannot fault this Lego set, though. I think it's a fantastic piece. It really marks the occasion of the Disney 100 last year really, really well. I think price wise it's not too bad at £95. I know you can get it for a bit cheaper than that, and I would certainly recommend picking it up for as cheap as possible before it retires at the end of the year. I think it's one that could really appreciate in value, and overall a really, really fantastic set.